All right, so there is one more thing that I want to do in here, which is the following. Now we can, so far we talked about the union of two sets, right? But we can just as well talk about the union of any number of events, right? So let's let E1, E2, E3, dot dot dot, En. Let's let this be events. Okay. How am I going to express the union of all these events? So one expression that we could use is union I going from 1 up to n of EI. So this would be the union of the events, and so what is that? This is the event that either E1 occurs or E2 occurs or E3 occurs, dot dot dot, or En occurs, right? Now X, if I have an element X in the union, what does it mean? So this would be, so what I'm saying is this would be the collection of all outcomes X. This is the collection of all outcomes X in the sample space such that X belongs to EI for some I, between for some I equal to 1 to dot 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 n, right? So X is in the union if X is in one of the events E1 up to En, right? How about the intersection? So the intersection of n events will be written in this way, and in this case, how would you describe that? This is the collection of all outcomes. This is the collection of all outcomes such that X is in EI for every I between 1 and n. Right? X belongs to the intersection if X belongs to E1 and E2 and E3 dot 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 and En, right? Is that making sense? So this would be union and intersection of finitely many events. Finitely many events. We don't have to stop there. Let me say dot dot dot. So that means I have infinitely many events, E1, E2, E3, dot dot dot, infinitely many events. Well, I should say countably infinite number of events. I have countably infinite number of events. So I can also talk about the union n going from 1 up to infinity of En, right? I can also talk about countably intersection of countably infinite number of events, right? Is that making sense? So once again, the definition is, these are the same thing, right? This would be the collection of all outcomes such that X belongs to En for some N. Again, I'm not going to write any more than that. N is a positive integer here, right? And the intersection is the collection of all outcomes such that X is in En for every N. Is everybody okay with that? Any questions, anybody? All right, so I'll see you on Friday.